I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please note, all board members are present. Item 2.2, any conflicts of interest to report? Hearing none, move to item 2.3. If there's a motion to review and approve the agenda for this evening.
I move we approve the agenda.
We have a motion by Moulton. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 2.5, turn it over to Heidi for the financial report.
Thank you. The general fund received anticipated taxes along with the regular state aid payment as well as other state revenue of $738,000, which consisted of state apportionment and bank franchise tax. The ending cash position in the fund of $6.3 million is below the previous year as anticipated. Capital outlay reported that expenditures included $767,000 towards construction at the athletic complex. This fund's ending cash position of $5.2 million reflects a decrease compared to the previous year. The Special Education Fund noted a cash balance of $2.8 million with notation that it is maintained over the prior 2 years. K-12 Nutrition reported that expenditures exceeded the revenue during the month with fluctuated inventory and students working through established lunch account payments. The ending cash position of $124,000 is below the previous year and will require an evaluation of breakfast and lunch pricing to align inflation pricing increases in order to support the operation. Lake Area Tech received revenue of tuition and fees related to the second semester in the amount of $667,000. GOED future funds in the amount of $1.6 million in support of equipment purchases was also reported. Expenditures included $107,000 towards construction for the surgical technology renovation. The ending cash position in this fund of $12.5 million reflects an increase when compared to the prior year. LATC Enterprise operations a bookstore, food service, and Educare continue to operate at levels to support their operations. In the Employee Benefit Trust, premium reported at $742,000 exceeded the claims in the amount of $471,000 for the month of February. The ending cash balance of $3.3 million in this fund has declined from previous years. Premium levels will be evaluated during the upcoming negotiation process. I would be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Hearing none, we'll move on. There are no student staff recognition this evening.
No, we do not have any this evening. I do want to recognize though that we did have 6 state wrestling individual champions, including Gage Lohr, Carrie's son. That's so we'll get them in there. Hopefully next week, and then we do not bring anything other than first or second place team champions, but both wrestling and gymnastics were third in their respective state meets. So. Congratulations to those teams as well. But we'll get the state champs in here hopefully next month.
Very cool. Okay, moving on to 3.1. If there's anyone here from the public to speak on agenda or non-agenda items. All right, turn it over to 3.2 with the legislative update. Good evening, Cam.
Good evening. Cam Corey, Vice President with Lake Area Tech. Appreciate you having me this evening. I'll be speaking in place of President Sanderson, briefly giving you a legislative update. I'm going to talk about 3 bills here this evening. The first bill would be House Bill 1114, and it's one of those bills that we've been watching throughout the session, and this makes an appropriation, a one-time appropriation to the technical college system for equipment. It has passed both sides of both the House and the Senate. Will be going to the governor's desk at a $4 million mark. What does this mean for Lake Area Tech? We project that'll approximately be $1.3 million with a $500,000 match for us. So all in all, that a lot of kudos need to go to President Sanderson for that bill. She worked very hard on that bill out in Pierre, and that will suit Lake Area Tech well. The other bill, the second bill I want to talk about is H Bill 1050, and that will increase the cost of dual credit for high school students throughout the system seeking dual credit, and it will increase from $50 to $72 per credit for the upcoming year. And the final bill that I would like to discuss is Senate Bill 100. And this bill, it allows any individual that has an enhanced permit, a restricted enhanced permit, or a reciprocal permit to carry a firearm on all technical colleges and universities within South Dakota. It allows them to be concealed, and the other thing is we were able to negotiate a couple of things into that bill that does not allow firearms to be carried near hazardous materials, near flammable type of liquids, X-ray machines. So it does allow the carrying of firearms, but there are some areas that would be, I would say, off limits to those carrying concealed firearms. Just a couple days left of the legislative session, and we're ready for it to be over. So, any questions about those three bills?
Can you just explain a little bit about if the guns are not, concealed guns are not allowed near flammable or X-ray equipment? I mean, does that mean part of campus you will legally be able to carry and other parts you will not?
Yeah, so what this bill is doing is there has been a policy across the Board of Regents and the technical colleges per se that firearms are not allowed on these campuses. This bill says that the technical colleges and the Board of Regents cannot restrict firearms on a college campus unless they're carrying have the enhanced permit or a restricted enhanced permit. So it does require some sort of proficiency, training on safe carry of a firearm, and it's all under the carrying for self-defense type of aspect. In Lake Area Tech, we'll have certain areas that we obviously have dental that has X-ray machines, so that would be an area that would be somewhat restricted. We have areas where we have fuel tanks that would be restricted, acetylene tanks, those types of things. The other thing that we are also looking at is how this balances with federal law, because Lake Area Tech is very close to the K-12 system. There could be some federal laws that we just need to make sure that people are aware of to be in compliance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to personnel 4.1.1 with retirements, please.
We do not have any retirements this month.
Okay. Resignations.
We have before you is one resignation and we seek your approval as presented.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by Rossman.
Second.
Second by Lohr. Questions, comments? All those in favor of the resignation?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 4.1.3, contract recommendations and addendums.
For your review, in the updated personnel report in your packet, we will have two part-time temporary positions that we're recommending your approval. One full-time recommendation, and then a series of adjunct contracts and overload contracts for faculty, and we would recommend approval as presented.
Okay. A motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Lohr.
Second.
Second by Rossman. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's been approved. Item 4.1.4 with the authorize the continued employment for the LATC administrators and directors.
Yeah, you have before you the Lake Area Tech administrators and directors asking for your approval for 25-26 of the enclosed list of administrators.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Rossman.
Second.
Second by Lohr. Questions, comments? Thank you to all those on the list and not on the list that helped make it possible. Appreciate that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 4.2.1, consider the surplus resolution.
Before you is a surplus resolution for the property located at 1029 Gilbert Avenue Northeast, and this is for the demolition of that property. We're going through the 10-year master campus plan. This property, I'm not sure when it was acquired. It was acquired, I believe, previous to myself coming on board, but this property has been vacant since then. It would take a considerable amount of money to put into it to make it usable, and we don't believe that we would have enough years to get the money back out of it. So the plan is that we would use our heavy equipment operators as part of their curriculum, and they would demolish that building and level it and then seed it with grass until the master campus plan is comes into fruition. And so we would ask for your approval of that.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
I move approval of surplus resolution as explained.
We got a motion by Moulton.
Second.
A second by Iverson. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 4.2.2, consider the Sourcewell bid, boilers.
Yes, before you is a request to approve 2 existing boilers in our aviation building. That's where our professional pilots are at. Those boilers are really being held together by duct tape. Our maintenance folks are working on them quite frequently, and so we would ask for your approval to replace those, and then we're asked for your approval to replace 1 existing boiler in the Met building across the road.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Iverson,
Second.
second by Moulton. Any questions, comments here? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Move to item 4.2.3, consider another Sourcewell bid, the rooftop units.
And this bid is for the 2 rooftop HVAC units located at the Educare building, the old Garfield School building, and this would be in the amount of $69,780.
Is there a motion to approve?
I move approval of the cooperative bid for rooftop units.
Got a motion by Moulton.
Second.
A second by Iverson. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 4.2.4, consider equipment bids, the semi-tractor and trailer.
These bids are in support of our corporate education program, and specifically our CDL program. The first low bid that we ask your approval is from Peterson Motors to purchase 1 semi tractor at the low bid price of $32,900. And the second part would be to purchase 2 semi-trailers from Harlow's in the amount of $19,950 for one, and the other one at $19,500. The bid meets all specifications.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Iverson.
Second.
Second by Moulton. Question, are those new or used?
They are used. Both the semi-tractor and the trailer are used. Used equipment.
2014.
Okay. Sorry, I
No, that's all right.
forgot my iPad at home. A little out of the loop here tonight. Appreciate it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Thank you. Item 4.2.5, consider classroom shop lease agreement, heavy equipment operator.
We recommend approval of this lease with East Side Investment. It's located on the west side of Watertown. Our heavy equipment operator classes are held in this shop space. It's two of them is what we rent, and then they're able to bring in their trucks and do maintenance and repair on them as well. This lease is an increase from last year from $33,000 annually to $39,000 annually. This is another area that if we can incorporate them closer to campus in the master campus plan, we will certainly do that. But at this point, this is really our option for this program.
Is there a motion to approve?
I move approval of the shop lease agreement as explained.
We've got a motion by Moulton,
Second.
a second by Iverson. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 4.2.6, consider the equipment lease agreements.
Lake Area Tech recommends the approval of this zero-cost lease in support of our diesel technology program. This would be from Kibble Equipment for a John Deere tractor for 8 months at $0 a month.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Iverson.
Second.
Second by Moulton. Questions, comments?
I like the zero amount.
Yes.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 4.2.7, consider the property purchase agreement, 1018 2nd Avenue Southeast.
The final item for your consideration is for the purchase of 1018 2nd Avenue Southeast. It is the final property that we do not own on the former area where Garfield School is, and so it'd be the north side of that block, and this is the one property that is not owned by Lake Area Tech. It has been appraised, and we would ask for approval to purchase 1018 2nd Avenue Southeast in the amount of $182,000.
Is there a motion to approve?
I move approval of the purchase agreement as explained.
Got a motion by Moulton.
Second.
Second by Iverson. Questions, comments?
Do we rent that out after we buy it?
Yes, we would be utilizing our property company to rent that out until such time as, again, the property is utilized elsewhere or a different way.
Okay, thanks.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Move to 5.1, if there's anyone here from the public to speak on agenda or non-agenda items. 5.2, Northeast Tech High School report.
Yes, next meeting of the Northeast Tech Board is Wednesday, March 19th, 5:45. So, and I think the project day is coming up. That'll be on April 30th. So if you're looking for dates for that, that is April 30th over at Northeast Tech when they display all their projects.
Okay. Okay, 5.3, Special Services update. Welcome.
Good evening. I am Jen Bollinger, the Director of Special Services for the Watertown School District. I'm going to just take tonight to kind of walk you through what special services we offer in our district, what opportunities we have going on, and I kind of went in the order of IEPs and then babies up to 21, and so that's kind of the order of our agenda tonight. So first of all, we're going to start with special education. Special education is a customized piece of instruction that is designed to meet the unique needs of our students. You've heard it called an individualized education plan, or in school lingo, an IEP. So that's what you'll hear our students being referred to as on an IEP. But really, we're helping them have a level platform or a level playing field so that they can all succeed behaviorally, academically, and socially in our schools. How do they get on an IEP, or how does one student qualify to be on an IEP? So they qualify based on criteria determined through testing. Our school psychologists and our teachers test them. They look at IQ, they look at academics to help them qualify. Currently, we're serving 681 students in the school district with an IEP. That also includes students that are in our private schools. It does not include our birth to 3 students in that count. It starts at 3 years old and goes all the way up to 21. So we provide specialized instruction, but we also provide speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and behavior support in all those areas. And then what we're looking at when we qualify a student and we put them on an IEP, we always want them in what we call their least restrictive environment. In other words, we want them with their peers as much as we can. We know students need extra support sometimes, but we also know that socially it's best for them to be with their peers. So we're always looking at how do we best serve our students and just still keep them with their peers for that social success. So we're going to start with our babies. We have our birth to threes we serve. We work with the state's birth to 3 program to offer early interventions. So we work with the students who are labeled prolonged. So in other words, they're going to probably need services for the majority of their life. So you will see those students have occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, and academics. At this time, we go into the homes and service those students. They come to us for testing, but then if they qualify, we go into the homes and service them. And that's our birth to 3. And then when they turn 3, they come to our program at the McKinley Early Childhood Center. And so we have 3-year-olds that we service in our 3-year-old program. You can switch it now. So then we hit our preschool, and I know that you guys have heard a lot about preschool in the last couple years, but here I am to tout it again. So our students who are 4 years old or older on or before September 1st can enroll for preschool. So our students that qualify through special education go to our preschool for free, but we also have our title options and our tuition options that we've spoken about lots. But I'm going to say one more time, preschool screening is coming up, so anybody out there that's listening, please register. You can go online on the McKinley Early Childhood website. Screenings are Monday, March 17th, Tuesday, March 18th. We also have busing options available. So this is my advertisement to say, let's get you registered so that we can get you signed up. Then, as we get a little older, now we have junior kindergarten, so we're up to our 5-year-olds now. Junior kindergarten provides an extra year of learning before kindergarten, so it's an opportunity to kind of concentrate on those basic foundational skills before they go into kindergarten. Students who are 5 on or before September 1st should sign up for kindergarten. We have our kindergarten roundup next week, a week from today, on the morning of March 17th. Again, this is my advertisement to say, parents out there, let's get you registered, let's get you rounded up so that we can get you into kindergarten. So that is March 17th. Again, go to the McKinley Early Childhood Center website and register online, and we'll see you on a week from today. I can't wait. Then, other programs that we offer, one of them is called our Structured Learning Center. You will see a structured learning center at all levels of our education. So starting at first grade all the way up through high school. This program is designed for students who have a cognitive delay, and it supports them in a smaller structured setting. They work on those functional behavior skills, and as they get older, they work on daily living skills, and even as they get older, we work on those social independence skills and job skills. So the Structured Learning Center is one of our programs within special services. Another program that we offer is our alternative education program. Again, that's a program that you will see from first grade all the way up to 12th grade. This program really supports our students who struggle behaviorally or academically in a general education classroom. Again, it's a smaller setting, and we really work on those self-regulation and coping strategy skills for some of those students who find that difficult. Of course, we always focus on those academic skills, but we look at those self-regulation and coping strategies a little bit more heavily. We still have individualized instruction in those areas. We look at academics and then that social emotional learning. So you'll see that in all grade levels. Our next program is our transition campus. So that's for our students who are 18 to 21. Our transition campus is located at the middle school, and it's for our students who have completed their 12th grade year of high school, But we are then working with them on those vocational skills, those functional skills, and then those like independent living, community skills, and then workplace skills. We work closely with Voc Rehab and HSA. They help us find jobs for our students out in the community, and then our students go out into the community with job coaches and learn what to do and what not to do on the job, so they get those on-the-job skills in real time. And then finally, we offer gifted education. So we always think about an individualized education plan as like a student who needs more assistance, but our gifted education is also a student who needs further assistance, but this time it's on the other end. They have more of an academic aptitude, and they require some additional academic services beyond what we're giving them in the classroom. In 2nd through 6th grade, students participate in a pull-out program. They do a half a day per week. Those students go to the intermediate school for a half a day and participate in a classroom setting there. And then our 7th through 12th grade students meet with a gifted liaison to facilitate their academic needs. And so we look at what kind of courses can we offer them to help push them a little bit more academically. And that's it. Those are all our specialized programs. Do you guys have any questions?
Looking down the road in the future.
Yeah. I get my crystal ball.
Yeah, well, none of us know what's coming because state versus federal regulations, things could be changing.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of what we provide, we're going to be required by the state? What are the feds going to be doing? There'll be some questions coming.
There will be some questions coming. I can't answer that because
No, I know you
my
can't.
crystal ball is not working tonight.
Nobody knows.
Nobody says it's okay.
Hopefully, everything that we continue to offer is it's so beneficial to our kids that I would hate to see any of it go.
We're hoping that the money will just be distributed to the state and let the states
Yeah.
decide.
Yep. Other questions? Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, first reading of policies for 5.4.1 BCA Code of Ethics.
Yes, this one, we are continuing with our look at our policy manual, and we just decided to, rather than try and retool the notes what we already had in our policy, there was an update to the Associated School Boards. It's actually a lengthier update, so just replacement of our current policy with the model policy from the Associated School Boards on the Code of Ethics.
Okay. 5.4.2.
Yes, on board officers, you are welcome to leave in item number 6 there, but we had in our policy that the board president could temporarily close any school within the district on account of contagious disease. That has typically been designated to the superintendent, but it was not in the current version of the Associated School Boards, and so we struck that out of there. But if you're so inclined to have the board president keep that in as a duty, you can. I don't know the history of that. Like I said, it is not in the model policy. But
5.4.3.
yes, this was just a review. That there no change recommended there.
5.4.4.
And this is the school board meetings. We did add a part about audio or video recording. That was the major, that if people would like to, this would be citizens coming and wanting that there is some. I don't think it's probably as prevalent now that we stream them and people can watch the whole thing, but if there were patrons coming to record, we would just ask that they follow this. And the other thing we noted, it was called a telephone conference call. We are changing that wording to teleconference, which would then, we think, encompass like a Zoom or some sort of other online option. So all of these are first readings. We would put them out for public comment and bring them back for second readings next month.
All right, we'll move to 6.1 with the bills, if there's a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the bills.
Motion by Laura,
Second.
second by Rossman. Any questions, comments on the bills? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Personnel,
Yes, have before you two retirements, Mary Rye, Success Maker paraprofessional at Millette, and Deb Fredrickson, Director of Technology. Deb is in the audience tonight. Deb, thank you for your service to the Watertown School District.
is there a motion to approve the retirements?
So moved.
We got a motion by Rossman,
Second.
second by Laura. Questions, comments? Thanks, Deb.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Retirements are approved. 6.2.2, resignations.
Yes, these are all for the upcoming school year, with the exception of the paraprofessional at the intermediate school. And then on the lunch duty, that would, as an extra duty, we typically have those until suitable replacement, so.
Is there a motion to approve the resignations?
I'll make a motion to approve resignations.
Motion by Laura.
Second.
Second by Rossman. Questions, comments on the resignations? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Authority to hire.
Yes, we have been short a school psychologist for at least a year. If not, this is the second school year. We have the opportunity to have 2 interns join us next year. And typically with the school psychologist, that is a paid internship. And so in lieu of not having the additional school psychologist, we are recommending for you that we would have the authority to essentially hire the 2 interns at the base teacher salary for the upcoming school year. This would be for the 25-26 school year.
Is there a motion to approve the authority to hire with the interns?
So moved.
Motion by Rossman.
Second.
Second by Laura. Questions or comments?
My only question on this one is, does this help an individual if you're hiring him at a, what was it, like base salary for a teacher, certified teacher? Does getting this internship help them complete like a number of certified or hours that they need for their certification? Does anybody know
They
that?
do need to do the internship
Okay.
for, like, they have to do it
Yeah,
in
as
order
part
to
of their
graduate.
education.
Yes, yes. They would not be able to practice as a school psychologist if they do not complete.
So we're gonna loop in like incentivizing for them to stay, work on that, right? Okay.
You got it.
Guilt. Okay, good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.2.4, leave of absence request.
Yes, we do have a 1-year leave of absence per our master contract. This is allowed for continuing contract individuals for a 1-year leave of absence. This is from Mrs. Darla Canas, second grade teacher at Millette, and recommending that you approve this. Just note that with any leave of absence that is approved, the person does need to submit by March 1st of that school year their intent to return or not, and Mrs. Canas has all that laid out. She understands in the master contract what is entitled, or what it entails for next year. So,
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Rossman.
Second.
Second by Laura. Questions, comments on the leave? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The leave has been approved. 6.2.5, contract recommendations and addendums.
yes, just a couple there. Hiring a high school custodian, and then also the wire choir, which is part of our orchestra program, recommended for your approval.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Laura.
Second.
Second by Rossman. Questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.2.6, authorize continued employment for the K-12 admin and directors.
Yes, as we did for the Lake area, you have your listing of the K-12 administrators that we are recommending for your approval for next year.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Laura.
Second.
Second by Rossman. Thank you as well to all those in attendance and on the list and not on the list. We appreciate it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 6.3.1, consider the surplus computer bid.
Yes, it is recommended to approve the surplus bid received from K-12 Computers in the total bid amount of $27,914.40.
Is there a motion to approve the surplus computer bid?
I move we approve the surplus computer bid as explained.
Got a motion by Moulton,
Second.
second by Iverson. Questions, comments?
You have to look at the free market. You look at the variety of what we are offered. It's the beauty of the free market.
A competitive bid there.
Yeah, wow.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.3.2, authority to seek proposals for the banking services.
Yes, it is recommended to solicit proposals from qualified financial institutions to provide comprehensive banking services. The purpose of the RFP is to establish a banking relationship that ensures the efficient management of district funds, provides competitive financial services, and enhances operational efficiencies. This proposal would be to establish a service agreement starting in July of 2025.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Iverson.
Second.
Second by Moulton. Questions, comments? I just want to say thank you to Heidi for initiating this and visiting with her. It sounds like this is one of the few things that has not changed over the years, rightfully so. It sounds like the current bank has done a great job, but at the same time, perhaps also needed just to John's comment, the free market and see what else, see what the market bears currently. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 6.4.1 with the second reading of several policies, BBB.
Yes, you'll take these one at a time, but we have no changes from first to second reading on any of these. So the 4 Bs were all part of our policy review, and then the 2 Gs, the background check, were updates per legislation, and then an upcoming review that we need to have in place on our criminal background checks. So have to do them individually, but there are no changes from last month.
All right, buckle up. Here we go. 6.4.1, if there's a motion to approve.
I move we approve.
Motion by Moulton,
Second.
second by Iverson. Questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.4.2, BBBE.
Make a motion to approve BBBE.
Second?
I got a motion by Lohr and a second by Rossman. Questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.4.3, if there's a motion to approve the unexpired term fulfillment.
So moved.
Motion by Rossman.
Second.
Second by Lohr. Questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.4.4, BBFA, Board Member Conflict of Interest. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the BBFA.
Second?
Motion by Lohr, second by Rossman. Questions, comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.4.5, the GBG, Employee Teacher Candidate Criminal Background Check. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Rossman,
Second.
second by Lohr. Questions, comments?
Is this for all employees? I mean, this says teacher, but we do
Yes.
do all employees.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. 6.4.6, the GBGR Employee Criminal Background Check Regulations. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the GBG.
Motion by Lohr,
Second?
second by Rossman. Questions, comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Item 6.5.1, open enrollment.
No open enrollments this month.
Okay. Any 1328
And we have 1/13/28/10.
All right. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by Rossman,
Second.
second by Lohr. Questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. All right, turn it over to Dr. Danielson here with the communications and admin report.
Yes, I thought I would give board and the public an update. So in our school calendar, we have 2 built-in snow days. We have not called any full snow days this year, so there are none to make up at this point, but not declaring anything until the April board meeting. There would be options for that. But just wanted, if people were wondering what that might mean, if you remember last year, we actually subtracted a day of school due to only having 1 snow day and those same 2 built in. So it could be some combination of that as we get to the April, but not making any declaration at this point because it's still winter. And then I want to invite the public. The Bisco Barbecue is next Tuesday, March 18th at 11:30 over on the 4th floor of Lake Area. We have Spencer Wagey, our own graduate, who played for NDSU and has been with the Packers and the 49ers, and actually has now signed a contract in the CFL for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And so he is going to kind of give us his story from Watertown graduation to what he's been up to as of late. So we're excited about that next week. So tickets are still available. You can contact our office, 882-6312, and we can get you in touch with tickets for that, or there are tables available too. Reminder, spring break is also next week, the 19th through the 21st, on the K-12 side and all week at Lake Area. Our legislative session is winding down. The final day is the 13th, so this Thursday. Veto day is the 31st. And in Watertown, the chamber is hosting a legislative social also on 4th floor of Lake Area. That is on March 24th, so 2 weeks from tonight. There is a social with District 4 and 5 legislators that starts at 5 o'clock with the sharing piece at 6. And so far, the financial piece is still in flux. We're wondering what our amount is going to be. There's some other, I'm understanding that property tax relief bills are kind of going by the wayside at this point. I'm guessing a lot of that has to do with the revenue projections for state government in terms of that. And then just some general ones. The voucher bills were defeated earlier in the session and have not come back. And some other, kind of social issue bills. I think there's still one on bathrooms and stuff like that are still to be determined as the session winds down. So, did you want to say anything about school board, Heidi?
Yeah.
I see the election schedule's in the packet.
Yep, I can share information. We have 2 terms that will be up this year. We have our 3-year term for Stuart Stein and our 3-year term for Jean Moulton. Circulation of nominating petitions may begin on Tuesday, April 8th. Those are located in the business office from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then the return date for the school board petition would be Friday, May 9th at 5 p.m.
With the school board election in June.
Yep, the school board election is on June 17th.
All right, are there any comments to report to the board? 7.2.
Department of Education Peer is offering social studies seminar in June 24th, 25th, something like that, for all teachers or interested parties. And I think I'm going as well as some of my fellow state board members. It's on history, obviously.
You get to dress up as Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, dare
You could have the 4 of the board members do
Yeah,
that. They'll have
yeah.
the costumes, I bet.
All right, anything else? Well, with that, I would seek a motion to move into executive session, please, for negotiations and personnel.
So moved.
Motion by Iverson.
Second.
Second by Moulton. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're in executive session.